everyone, how you doing? I'm Unruly. Welcome back to Unruly Horror. This is what I bought this month. Horror movie. Horror movie. I don't have Rona, I promise you. Anyway, I know I haven't posted in 3 weeks. I just haven't recorded any reviews lately because I was a bit sick of how I was doing it, having a look at the notes, not looking into, obviously been busy. Indiegogo's finished, so I won't be promoting it all the time. So I think I can just concentrate on reviews. Yeah, I found a nice little app I can use on my phone that will turn it into a teleprompter so I can just read. Although the camera's there, I would have to have it. Like, I'm going to try to look to see where the text is. I don't know. Anyway, I promise you, sometime next week, before Sunday, I'll try and get a review of, where did we leave it? Annabelle. We're doing Conjuring Annabelle. So I'll try to get a script ready in the next few days, ready for the review. And then after that, hopefully I can release a video every week, as well as these every month. It just depends how, because I'm going to be busy leading up to June. And because that's when filming for the short film starts in June. So hopefully I can see what I'll do is I'll pre-record them like in a week. Just do one every day. Give us 7 weeks, 8 weeks in advance if I don't have time to film. Anyway, 2 minutes in, waffled on long enough. And it's okay, I just have to reach over. Anyway, first one. Where are you? Come on. Polaroid. I bought this one thinking it was Shutter. Yeah, the Shutter one. It's not. It's basically a 2019 supernatural film from Lars Kjellberg. Anyway, it stars British actress Catherine Prescott as Bird Fitcher. She gets a old Polaroid vintage camera and she discovers those who have taken pictures of meet a tragic end. So it's like that episode in Goosebumps and the book from Goosebumps where anything they take a photo of, something happens to it. Like they take a photo of the car in the book and it gets mashed up in a car accident. I'm waffling on a different series here. It sounds good. So it's one of those films where they need to figure out how to prevent death. In the same aspect of, The Ring, where they need to solve it in 7 days. So she must take a photo of somebody, or take multiple photos, and she needs to try and figure out how to stop it. So it looks good. There she is with the camera, skull mask. Apparently that's Frank from Hellraiser. Looks like him. And sheriff's car. Haven't seen this one. Going to probably enjoy it. Sounds good. Give it a chance. I've knocked that over. I have to put that there. Next up, that's what happens when you knock stuff over, is the Vigil. Say your prayers. Is what I imagine is how the demon sounds. Genuinely creepy. Thanks for that, Empire. From the producers of Halloween and Insidious. You know, or every film always put from the producers of so and so. It's a Blumhouse production. Should be good then. Some people like Blumhouse, some people don't. I find Blumhouse productions really good. Having lost his faith, Yakov, played by Dave Davis, flees his Orthodox Jewish community, but once his friend Reb Shulem, apologies to anybody who's Jewish, but I have difficulty pronouncing some words sometimes. Reb Shulem, played by Menashe Lustig. Do I get points if I've said that right? Approaches him to watch over the dead body of a former religious acolyte. Yakov soon finds himself opposite a troubling and malevolent entity. That would be a Dybbuk, wouldn't it? Because I don't know much about Jewish supernatural law. But I just know about Dybbuks from, obviously, the Dybbuk books. In there, like a Jewish demon type. Nothing stands out from the photos. Nothing really stands out. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to give it a chance. Not just going to be like, oh, it doesn't look good from the pictures. It sounds like it'll be good, watching over a dead body and an evil entity. Haunts him, I'm guessing. Anyway, the cover of like the demonic shadow on him looking at terror like that. I like that. With Yiddish and English subtitles. Anyway, some saliva just went down the back of my throat and I nearly choked. That happens all the time. Next up is a film I have seen because I watched it yesterday. Mayhem. With Stephen Yeun from The Walking Dead and Samara Weaving from Ready or Not and The Babysitter. I know my stuff. I watched this yesterday. It's a good film. Can I compare it to anything? It's got the quarantine aspect of quarantine. I can't really link it to a film because it's... If I had to, I'd say it's got... the Belko Project vibes. Because it's about like a company that's shutting the... Well, not exactly forced to kill people. They get infected by this virus that makes you lose all inhibition and you do whatever you want. Like, honestly, look at that image right there. That is a scene from near the end of the film, just before them two fight, them lot, for her key card. I forgot what else. She was in Supernatural. She played the British one, the British wife of one of the hunters, and she was in something else, and I can't remember because I looked her up yesterday. It'll come to us. Anyway, so Derek Cho, Stephen Yeun, is having a really bad day. Not only has he been unjustly fired from his job, his law firm's building has just been put under quarantine for a highly dangerous virus. This was made in 2017, but it has 2020 vibes. A highly dangerous one that prevents the infected from controlling their inhibitions. As chaos erupts through the office and with only 8 hours on the clock until the vaccine takes effect, Derek sees an opportunity to hunt down the corrupt execs who wronged him, joining forces with an irate former client, Samara Weathen. Oh, she was in 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. The hell-bent pair prepare to fight and even kill their way to the top floor to settle the score once and for all. It's a bit gory. Oh, yep. The warning: very strong language, strong bloody violence, drug misuse. The only drug you still get used to is cocaine, sex, and nudity. I think there's only 2 occasions of sex, and nudity. Yeah, one occasion. It's like the opening shows like 2 people in the show, and in the middle, in the background, you see 2 people going at it. That's really it. Anyway, I would recommend this. I first heard of this from Dead Meat, doing a kill count on it. Like most of my stuff I see, if I haven't heard of it, I've seen it on Dead Meat. And next up, the one I'm excited to watch: Bad Samaritan with David Tennant. Ooh. Obviously, David Tennant, Doctor Who. It also stars Robert Sheenan from Misfits and, more recently, The Umbrella Academy. That's good old Klaus. He looks young here. This must be just after Misfits, probably. Does it give us a year? Does it say what year this was released? 2017. So, a few years before Umbrella Academy. So, struggling photographer Sean Falco, Robert Sheenan, who funds his lifestyle with a sideline and burglary, thinks he has hit the jackpot when he breaks into the luxurious home of the wealthy Kale Erenditch. David Tennant. Things go wrong when Sean discovers a woman chained up in the house. Unable to free her before Kale returns, Sean reluctantly goes to the police to explain what he's seen. By the time they investigate, Kale has covered his tracks and the police tell Sean to stop harassing him. Sean soon realises Kale will stop at nothing to shut him up. Permanently. Well, that sounds good. The photos really, yeah. It'll be fun to see David Tennant in a antagonist role, like a villain role, from the creator. I see that they knew who David Tennant would be famous, so they've just David Tennant, only one credited at the very top. Wow, I've seen this trailer a few times on certain DVDs, and it looks fantastic. It looks like another one that's called Pet, where he keeps her locked up, but obviously it's going to be a different story. Anyway, guys, that is what I bought this month. I also bought, for those wondering, since I said I'm collecting the Marvel films, Iron Man 2, Incredible Hulk, both on Blu-ray. Next month I'll be getting more. I think I'm going to try eBay next month because I already got some in my basket. I've got 4 DVDs in my basket, £12 odd. So I'm thinking I might try to get 8 for £20 if I can. So don't hold me to that. And then I need to buy Thor and Captain America, the First Avenger, on Blu-ray. Anyway, guys, that's all. I hope to see you next week. So please stay tuned, like and subscribe if you want horror-related content. That's what I'm here for.